Konnichiwa, I am Sensei Kozarski, an instructor with Penn State Campus Recreation, Fitness and Wellness. The break period we're all experiencing is challenging in a number of ways. We recognize the importance of your academic work. However, to be at your best, you need to be mindful of your overall well-being. Making physical activity part of your routine to stay healthy and fit contributes to your mind-body wellness. This introductory karate session is one step in helping you achieve your goals. First, a few things to keep in mind. A social distance of 2 to 3 meters or at least 2 arm lengths is recommended, but never train alone. Start and stop as needed and feel free to modify anything in our training session today. If you don't own equipment, no worries. Many common household items can be great alternatives. Make sure you're moving in an open, safe space, free of furniture and other obstacles. Be sure to wipe surfaces before and after exercising. Wear comfortable clothing. Eat healthy meals and stay hydrated. If exercising outside, remember to apply sunscreen. If you feel dizzy, short of breath, or any pain, stop immediately. In today's karate session, we're going to be covering some upper body basics from Isshin-ryu karate. Isshin-ryu is a blending of 2 other Okinawan styles, Shorin-ryu and Goju-ryu. As we go through this, most of these will be stationary, with taking a single step forward or down and back. The stance that we're going to use is Jaeson stance. It's about shoulder width apart. You're well balanced between front and back legs. The front knee is bent over the toes. Back leg is straight. Your hips are forward. We'll set them back slightly on some techniques as we begin to throw the technique to deliver the power. Toes pointing forwards. If you want to check your stance, you can take the back knee and bend it down towards the front heel. It should be relatively close or within a fist distance. The overall size of your stance is going to vary with your body proportions. If you go too big with your stance and start to turn the back hip out, that restricts your hip movement, starts to pull the hip back too much. So this stance is too long. We use that sometimes in combinations with other techniques, but we're not going to be using that with the basics today. If you did the Fukyugata Daiichi video, this is the shorter upright stance. We used both a long stance and a short stance. We're going to use the short stance today. The first set of basics are going to be over the lead leg. So when we step out with the right foot, we drive with a right technique. If we step out with the left, we drive from the left side, the lead leg side. Other techniques will come from the reverse hip, the rear leg side. So that's lead techniques and reverse techniques. The first one will be a lead technique, a front punch. To make a good fist, you can flatten the hand out, roll the fingers in, roll them in again, then put the thumb on top of the fist. This will help strengthen through the wrist anytime you're hitting something. The striking surface are your top 2 knuckles. These are the same knuckles we rest on when we're doing the plank push-ups for karate. So it's the same type of motion as your push-up. Everything's channeled into this small area of the 2 knuckles. Thumb on top to help strengthen, tighten the wrist. Number 1, front lead punch. Step out, chamber, bring the fist up to the ribs. Extend the fist and arm towards the target, solar plexus area. Retract the other hand. Go to 90% extension. If we're doing 100 of these or 1,000 of these techniques, going to 100% extension is going to put excessive wear on the elbow joint. You may end up with something like a tennis elbow injury. We want to avoid that. So go to about 80 or 90% extension at most. Then we pull the arm back, up, out, and back. This can also be done up, out, and back with a slight blocking motion to the side. Up, out, and back. Number 1, lead leg punch. We'll do 5 aside, and I'll turn and do 5 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kutai means change sides. Kutai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kutai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we get to a 5 count or 10 count, if you want to, channel some of your energy into a kiai. Hiya! Come from down in the abdomen, up and out, sharp, crisp cut off at the end. The second technique is an uppercut. Sometimes beginners will confuse this with a hooking motion that swings at the shoulder only. But we want to come from low, drive this forward, pushing and extending the arm. So the arm is bent and then it's extended. Try to follow a straight line, up and out. Up, out, back, down. The palm is up. You're striking with the 2 knuckles once again. Come up to the chin area, extend through the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kutai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you're extending, remember, out and then back. Notice this space created exposing the ribs. Think of bringing the elbow back down to protect the ribs. As you're going through the basics, step out and set in a solid stance. You can slow this down if you need to. Step, chamber, drive the technique, snap the hips out and back. Coordinate that with your breath. Exhale on the extension. Inhale on the setup. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathe from the belly. The next 2 are the reverse of the first 2. So 1 and 2, we did lead leg techniques. 3 and 4, we do reverse leg techniques. So reverse punch. Step with the left, punch with the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kutai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're doing the punch, remember to come up, then out, then back. Try not to scoop the punch up. Imagine having some sort of ledge here, a tabletop, where you need to come up and reach out over it. Don't scoop up from underneath. Up, straight out, and back. Up, straight out, and back. Let's do some from the side. Ich, ni, son, shi, go, kutai. Switch sides. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Number 4, uppercut from the reverse hip. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Kutai. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Side. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Kutai. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. The blocking that we're going to do in the next segment of basics is a little bit different than what we did in the previous video with Fukyugata. There are different types of blocks, different ways to block. In Fukyugata, we use this swinging motion with a hammer fist orientation. So we're hammering away like this. In Isshinryu, what we're going to do is going to wind up, palm towards the shoulder, unwind, and swing down with the back of the fist facing outward. So this uses both bones in the forearm, the ulna and the radius, plus the outer muscular part to take all the brunt of whatever it is you're blocking. So you're distributing all the force of the block across both bones equally in the forearm and some of the outer muscular padding, reducing the risk of injuring or breaking the arm when doing a strong block. For the blocking, we're going to be stepping back, down and away. This isn't a great big step back. So if I use that tree as a visual aid in the background, if I step too far back, I can't reach the target. It's coming in. If I step down, just lower my center a little bit, I can reach out and still hit the target. So too large a step back takes me too far away. I want to lower my center of gravity and settle into a more stabilized stance. If I'm just standing up this way, I have no support behind me. So I take a slight step. So too far back, I can't reach. A smaller step, I can still reach out to that tree. You're going to swing from the shoulder down to the hip area. Step back, wind up. As I wind up, I'm chambering. Unwind, turn the hips, exhale. This is going to be followed with a punch. As we punch outward on this side, we're going to pull in on the opposite side, help getting some rotational movement through the shoulders. So we're using the entire body from the feet up through the hips, torso, and shoulders to drive these techniques. Number 1, wind up. We step down, block, punch. 2, block, punch. 3, block, punch. 4, block, punch. 5, block, punch. kutai, ich, ni, son, shi, go, roku. One extra. Roku is 6. From the side. Stepping down, not too far back. Stepping down on the right side first. Blocking left. Ich, ni, son, shi, go, kutai, ich, ni, son, shi, go. The next series of blocking basics, we move from the lower block to a similar motion, but we come from the hip to the shoulder. Stepping back, come to the hip, go to the shoulder. Hip to the shoulder. Hip, shoulder. This is shoulder height. Arm is bent at 90 degrees. Your elbow on the blocking arm should be within a fist distance of your rib cage, no more. Don't let it get away from the body. Also, don't let it extend too far out to the side. Keep this close to the body. The arm is stronger when it's closer to the body than when it's extended away. Stepping back, stepping down with the right foot, blocking on the left side. Block, punch. 2. Son. Shi. Go. Other side, kutai. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. From the side, stepping down with the right foot. See, I turn the body slightly as I step down, blading the body, then I block. Chamber, punch. 2. 3. 4. 5. Kutai. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. The next upper body basic of the blocking series goes to an open hand technique. We're going to go palm up, palm down in a similar type of blocking motion that we did for the previous technique. Palm up, extending, snapping it over, palm down, using this edge of the hand and arm. You want to try to flatten out your knuckles on your hand so that they're not going to curl and collapse when you hit with this. So stack the knuckles. From the side, palm up, starting to rotate and throw that block and snap, palm facing down, outward and away. This is shoulder height, just like the last block. The distance between your elbow and your rib cage is the same. 1 fist distance or less. You don't want a lot of space in there. And from the front, you're not reaching way out to the side either. Stepping down on the right side, blocking with the left. Instead of a punch this time, we're going to chamber and throw a fingertip spear hand strike. Each. Palm up, palm out, spear hand ready, right hand is open, extend towards the center solar plexus area, or slightly lower into the abdominal area. Spear hand. Each. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Kutai. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Hey. Remember that you can throw a ki on any of the techniques you want. In practice, we often do it on a 5 or a 10 count. From the side, stepping down with the right first, palm up, extend, palm down, spear hand. Each. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Kutai. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. We're going to continue with the open hand. Continue with the stepping down, stepping back. Start at the hip. Lift the elbow. Extend like you're waving. So block something coming in from this side. And we're going to use a closed hand counter, the uppercut. Block, extend, retract. Elbow leads it, extend the hand, palm is facing outward. Uppercut. Extend the uppercut as you retract the blocking hand, then retract the uppercut. Stepping back with your right, blocking with your left. Step, block, counter. Each. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Kutai. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. On the side, stepping back with the right. Set, block, uppercut, retract. Each. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Kutai. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. The next in the upper body basic blocking series is the closed hand rising block, coming from waist up above the head and outward. If you look up at your palm, it should be facing inward, back of the fist facing outward. This is similar to the mid-body and lower body closed hand blocks, where we're taking the impact across the ulna and the radius and the muscular part of the forearm. The counter technique for this one is just the same punch that we've been practicing. Up to the lower ribs, out to the solar plexus, and back. Stepping back and down with the right foot. Each block, chamber, retract, punch, and put those together. Ni, so, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, so I did 10 on that side instead of the usual 5. Let's go to the opposite side and do 10, and I'll do 10 from the side view. Stepping back with the left foot. Ich, ni, son, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. So on your own, when you're practicing these, you can do as many as you like, but make sure that you're doing them well. Don't do 100 if 75% of that is bad. Do what you can do well. Do 5, do 10, do 20, do 50. Then gradually increase the count. The next upper body basic that follows the blocking series continues with that sort of motion where we left off, except we're going to go from this rising arm blocking motion, turn it over, dropping the elbow, bring the elbow down, extend the hand out towards nose level, and snap that wrist. Then we'll pull this in, retract it, and throw a punch. We begin this series by stepping forward instead of the stepping back that we were doing previously. So on the right side, first step right, wind up, back fist to the nose, height, then reverse punch on left. Ich, ni, son, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Do the other side, starting with left, turn sideways. Ich, ni, son, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Following the back fist, we have a series that are block accompanied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punches. So we'll start with the lower block, and instead of stepping down as we did in the earlier series, step forward with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the punches going to the same spot. So you're not punching over here to the sides. Same spot, same spot, same spot. We do this a few times, some beginning with a lower block, then a mid-body block, and finally upper block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each block stepping forward, then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Son. Shi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Kutai. 1. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. From the side, I'll do the mid-body block. I want you to pay attention to how far back I'm coming. Common tendency is to shorten these punches, but we want to work on a full range of motion. Come back to the body, back to the hip each time. Stepping forward with mid-body block. Left side. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. And last in this series of block and 5 punches will be the upper body block. This is closed hand like we did earlier. We're going to block stepping forward, followed by 5 punches. I'll do this on an angle just for a different view. Each step forward, 5 punches. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Kutai. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Just 3 more left in the upper body series that we're doing in this session. We're going to go to an open hand technique, going from the shoulder down to the knee. Chop, reach back over your shoulder, drive forward and strike to the collarbone, neck junction area. As you're striking forward, here's the low block. Drive it forward and strike. Try not to swing out to the side. Reach behind you, drive it forward. Okay, not out to the side, forward. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Kutai. Ich. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. From the side. 1、2、3、4、5. At the beginner level, you can break it down into 2 separate motions. Later, you can do it a little bit faster. Instead of 1, 2, you can get that backhand going sooner. 1、2、3、4、5. So there are different ways that you can do the techniques. Beginner, intermediate, more advanced levels. Next to the last technique is a little complicated. It's got a block going forward. That's not too bad. Just like you're pushing something out of the way, come across the body, forward and across the body. The hands do a hooking type motion that we haven't done before. So as this one's blocking, think of this one hammering behind you. Then I'm going to hook this up, retract the block, and swing across the body. The retracted block is coming back behind me with a hammer fist motion. So it's like this. Block, punch, punch. Block, punch, punch. The hook punching is with the knuckles striking. Palm is facing the ground. When the hand is behind you, the palm is facing in towards your butt. So it's like you're hammering a post behind you. We're going to step forward with the left, push with this open hand, block left hand to the right side, chamber with the right hand, hook that in, chamber with the left hand, hook that in. 1 block, 2 punches. Each block, punch, punch. Knee, 1, 2, 3. So, 1, 2, 3. Shi, 1, 2, 3. Go, 1, 2, 3. Kutai. Each 1, 2, 3. Ni 1, 2, 3. Son 1, 2, 3. Shi. Go. From the side view. Each. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Each. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. The last in the upper body basics series that we're working on today is the rear bear hug break. It includes several different components. We're going to start with the stance. So you want to imagine somebody grabbing from behind. You want to drop your center below their center of gravity. Drop. You're going to take a step back as you're dropping. You're going to jut the hip out into their middle. Try to get them to bend over and lose balance a little bit. Remember, they're still holding you. So you want to separate the arms, trying to loosen that grip as you're twisting and dropping. Then drive the elbow back into their ribs. So on this side, remember they're grabbing, you're twisting and dropping, you're kind of pushing your hip into them, trying to get them to bend over. You're stretching your arms out as you're dropping and driving the elbow back into their ribs. So let's do some on each side. Ich, ni, son, shi, go, kutai, ich, ni, son, shi, go. From the side. On this one, on the first side I was doing this rising block. On this one I'll do a slightly different variation where it's more of a rising elbow. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. For variation in your practice of the basics, rather than just taking a single step forward or single step down, you can try these by moving forward and backward in whatever space you have available to you. So the first upper body basic could be step, punch, alternating sides, step, punch, step, punch, step back, punch, step back, punch, step back, punch, until you return to your original position. So you can do 10 out and 10 back if you have a large backyard. You can do 3 forward, 3 back if you're in a more confined area. Black belts that want to add some extra weight to the arm and incorporate some of their kobudo could do the basics using their tonfa or their sai. So they could practice block and punch, block and punch, block and punch, with the added weight of the sai or the tonfa. For some of the techniques that we were doing as open hand, you may adapt them to an extended position with the sai or the tonfa. So that open hand upper block can be an extended sai upper block. So you get to practice extension and retraction and rotation of your different kobudo implements. I'm Sensei Kozarski. Thank you for joining me today. Arigatou gozaimasu. Stay healthy and positive, ganbatte, and look for more at-home workouts from your instructors at Penn State Campus Recreation, Fitness and Wellness.